Kenneth, how are you?
Good. Good morning. Pleasure to be here.
Well, we have a huge week, and is this your first full bullpen event that you've been to? Have you been to another one in the past?
JP Morgan.
JP Morgan, okay.
Was my introduction. It's interesting, traveling all over the city. I mean, JP Morgan's always interesting, but yes, I would say this is the first full event where I'm going to be able to spend quality time with the bullpen.
Yeah, and we are doing probably more this week than we've ever done before. These panels, it's been a lot to coordinate, and we love highlighting you because you wear a number of different hats in the ecosystem. So maybe you could introduce yourself and talk about what you do at Cincytech, but also more broadly.
Yeah, so scientist by training, as many of us are. I spent 25 years with Procter & Gamble. Many people don't know that Procter & Gamble had a pharmaceutical division for many, many years. I was in the drug discovery organization and led licensing and acquisition for phase 1 and earlier studies at P&G. After P&G moved out of the business, I stuck around for another 12, 13 years until I took a retirement and wanted to move back into biotech. As Christian alluded to, I'm a partner at Cincytech. Cincytech is an early stage venture capital firm based in Cincinnati, Ohio. We've built about 80 companies to date. I think the big claim to fame, at least within the Midwest, is we've been able to match our our funding with follow-on dollars about 12 to 13 to 1. So while we've invested, about $150 million, we've been able to match that with about $1.5+ billion in follow-on funding.
Well, let me pause you there. Is that unique to the Cincy market? Do you have folks that just follow you, they're waiting for you to lead, or talk? Why is that stat important?
Yeah.
And how does it happen?
I think there's a couple things to it. First off, we have an incredible LP network, and we've always built the fund to allow our LPs not only to come into it directly out of the fund, but also be able to come alongside. And so many times we're preserving a lot of our pro rata. As early stage, we can't necessarily meet the downstream pro rata requirements for an early stage fund, but we extend that to the rest of our LPs. Also, those LPs have incredible networks, and we have incredible networks back to coastal funds. And so if you look at our portfolio, just the life science companies, they've been able to pull in funding from probably 200 different funds over their history.
So what is your mandate? What do you like to invest in?
Our mandate today versus our mandate tomorrow. Our mandate today has historically been about 50-50, the life sciences and hard tech. But I would say, as in many cases, the bulk of our returns have come out of the life sciences and specifically therapeutics. So we're actually in the process of transitioning from Series A from seed to Series A, and also moving from being a regional fund to being more of a national fund. And so we'll see how the markets are. They've been very hard, but that next step is to move up to Series A and focus exclusively on biotech. There are only 3 biotech Series A funds in the Midwest. A lot of people don't know that, and so where there's a dire need for additional capital in the Midwest, not just in Ohio, and we're looking to fill that space.
I agree. My last company was a cell therapy tools company out of Minnesota, and I couldn't find anybody who even spoke the language to talk to. You got to go to Boston or San Francisco to do that. There's a lot of opportunity in the Midwest and in the Cincy area as well, especially I'm sure ties to Cleveland Clinic and lots of the infrastructure that you have there. Okay, so moving from a seed to a Series A, it sounds to me like you're going out to raise some more money with LPs.
We will be going out to raise more money for LPs. We have big ambitions. We look to raise around $250 million, which is sizable in the Midwest. It may not be sizable on the coast, but that is quite a sizable fund in the Midwest. And we'll be kicking that off probably the later portion of this year.
Very interesting. Okay, so with that, do you have an ask for maybe one of your portfolio companies? I mean, I don't know if anybody has a 250 sitting around for you, but
the big ask right now is, as you can imagine, we're moving from being a blended fund tech and life sciences, or tech and biotech, and we're moving to a biotech-specific fund. So we will have a slot open for one additional partner, and so we are looking for someone. Right now, I think there's quite a few individuals that have been at that principal or higher levels, and they're just hitting up against a ceiling, not being able to advance to a partner level. So someone who has ambitions, really wants to grow something, and is willing to not focus on the Midwest, because we will be nationally focused, but help grow the Midwest, is someone we'd be very interested in having a conversation with.
That's very exciting. I think that many people in the bullpen someday want to grow into this role. I raise my hand. I'm trying to figure it out. I have some good coaches, but that's the reason to talk to Kenny after this, is learn more about that, or find someone in your network. Another thing you can do that wants this opportunity, make the recommendation. But that's a great ask. That's one of the cooler ones we've had. So,
well, good. Glad you like it.
That being said, any other topics that you want to cover before we send you to your press room and some folks hopefully follow you?
The other hat I wear that you asked about, and I, not begrudgingly, but I had not anticipated on becoming a partner in a VC fund. I actually, when I retired from P&G, was looking to be a biotech CEO, so I'm wearing two hats right now, trying to help lead the life science practice and also being a CEO at the same time. And so my other role is CEO of an early stage genetics medicines company. So Ohio is very strong in gene therapy, in vivo gene therapy. People don't realize that 2 of the 8 approved in vivo gene therapies came out of Ohio. And the third one is coming along within the next 6 months. And so that's an interesting balancing act, I should say.
Yeah, I'm sitting on both sides of the table, aren't you? But that should get you some more deal flow for that strategy you're bringing to market. So it sounds like a smart play on your part. So let's give him a round of applause, please. Thank you very much.